Welcome to The Art of Being Unstoppable, the podcast where we will go beyond the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. Be part of down-to-earth, no BS conversations where we will explore hot topics on love and money, relationships and business, beauty, and who we get to be with all that shit in between. With our insights and your actions, let's be unstoppable together. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Art of Being Unstoppable. And today I am going to put Vicki in the hot seat. Vicki, I know we kind of talked about an idea and I said, oh, I got something. And I asked you, do you want to go for it? And you're like, what are we doing? I'm like, just trust me.
I trust you. I trust you, girl. I got you. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so a lot of times when I'm working with my clients, they will want to do something or not do something, but there seems to be this wall that they come against, and it's so hard for them to just let go. And I want to show people, the listeners, what actually happens. I want to do a demonstration of what happens in our brain when we want or don't want to do something, but we feel this resistance. So I think about a client that I worked with one time. She could not leave the house unless the kitchen was clean. It was such a thing for her. She could not leave the house unless the kitchen was clean. And so I took her through this process to see, well, why is that compulsion there? Why can't you? Like, why is it so hard? I'm like, just leave the kitchen. She's like, I can't. I'm like, just leave the dishes in the sink before you go to bed. I can't. So, Vicki, let me ask you, what's something that's really hard for you to do or not do when it comes to your life, your family, where you feel almost like, oh, I just can't do that?
I'm going to have to say my kids. I'm going to have to say that, whatever my kids need or want at any cost, I'm like, okay, what do you need? Like, I am the person that will drop everything, as you well know, drop everything. Okay, so what do we have to do to take care of this? Okay, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's do it. And that's not healthy. And I can attest to that. I mean, it's not. It's a hard thing to do because everything else goes on the back burner, and 90% of the time that's whatever you have planned for you or whatever you need, you will put that aside, which I always say to my clients, have that non-negotiable time for you. Well, right? We all want it and we all need to do it because it's very important. But when my kids call or, need something, hey mom, can you help with this? Or hey mom, do you mind if you help out with that? I'm in, yep. And my husband's always like, babe.
Okay, so I'm sure there are people listening right now that are like, oh my gosh, just like me. I'm on my way to the gym and the kids call and I drop everything. Or I have something planned, something else comes and I just do it. And they're like, but why? Why do I keep doing that? So this is what we're going to do, Vicki.
Okay.
I am going to take you on a journey of what your brain does every time you want to, you come to somebody's rescue or you have this strong compulsion, like it doesn't matter. I have to do this. So let's say one of your kids calls. You're on your way to the gym. You have plans. You're going to do a drum class. And your kids call and say, Mom, I'm really not feeling well. I need you to come over and watch the kids. And you're like, oh, but I have this. But I can't say no to my kids. So I'm going to just ask you one question. And I'm going to keep going down. I'm going to take you to the deep pits that you don't want to go to. The real reason why you drop everything. Okay?
All right, I got my Kleenex. Okay. I'm ready.
So the best thing to do is I'm just going to ask one question. I'm going to say, and then what? And if you can keep it as succinct as possible, it's going to be great. Okay. So Jenna calls, I'm not feeling well. Can you come watch the kids? Okay. So you're in this situation. You're like, okay. So if you say no in that moment, then what?
Then I'll feel guilty.
Okay.
I feel guilty.
And then if you feel guilty, then what?
Then I won't enjoy my drum class.
And then if you don't enjoy your drum class, then what?
I should have just went to my daughter's and watched the kids.
And then if you should have went to your daughters and watched the kids and didn't, then what?
I'm upset and I'm upsetting her.
And if you're upset and you're upsetting her, then what?
Well, then the kids are going to be upset because they see mom upset. She's going to make me even more upset.
And if the kids are upset and mom's upset and then you're upset, then what?
I should have just went. The guilt.
And if you have
Yeah,
so much guilt, then what?
I feel like I didn't do what I'm supposed to do.
And if you're feeling like you didn't do what you're supposed to do, then what?
That I'm not doing what one of my core values are, I guess, and helping my kids.
And if you're not helping your kids and you're not honoring your core values, then what?
And how can I speak to others about what they need to do or get to do?
And if you can't speak to others about what they can do, and then what?
And I'm really, what the hell am I doing with my life?
And if you're like in the space of what the hell am I doing with my life, then what?
May as well just not do it and just, yeah.
Say what you
Feels
want
like
to say.
you're bringing me to death, Tina. You're bringing me to death here. Like, what's my purpose? What is my ppurpose?
Yeah. So if you don't have a purpose, and then what? You're just existing, then what?
Then yeah, you're bringing me to death. Like it's like then what's the use? Why are you here?
Exactly. Then why am I here? And guys,
Why
we're
am I here?
going to keep going, but like we can go to then I'll be if I think I have no purpose here,
Hmm.
then what? Then I go into a depression. If you go into a depression, then what? Well,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and
Yeah.
if you guys are watching the video, you can actually see Vicky's emotion right now. If you're just listening, you probably can't see that. But this is literally by Vicky saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You're gonna have to call somebody else. I'm on my way to the gym." Her brain doesn't think that way. Her brain literally goes to death. It's not the truth. But we do this every single day unconsciously.
With
Unconsciously,
every choice we make.
every choice we make. So now we're
Yeah.
going to do something different. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to bring you to like the most alive experience ever because literally, if you're taking yourself to death or total aliveness, they're both stories. But Jenna calls and says, "I'm not feeling well. I really need you to come over and take care of the kids. And you really want to go to the gym." So we're going to go the opposite way.
Okay.
So you say, "I'm sorry, honey. I can't tonight. You'll have to find somebody else." And then what?
Well, and then I go to the gym and I have a good time because I've honored my boundaries.
And then if you're going to the gym and
Right?
having a good time and honoring your boundaries, then what?
Check in afterwards and see if she still needs me and maybe I can make it work.
Yeah. And if you're checking in and honoring your boundaries and seeing if you can make it work, then what?
I'm happy.
And then if you're happy, then
I'm happy. I'm I'm honoring myself and my boundaries and what I'm yeah, and who I am and I know that everything that I choose to do I get to do
and then if
for the best of everyone.
and if you're honoring yourself, honoring your boundaries, taking care of you so you can give the best of you to everyone else, then what?
That I feel complete. I do.
Now you guys,
That's even a little bit more emotional even than the death.
right?
Be- and let me share this, when you're talking about this, I mean, I know that we've done this in the past with clients, and I remember doing this even in one of our group programs, but it never changes. Your brain goes there. It's not like this is rehearsed or you're because you don't. New things come up, but asking yourself these questions of why, what can this happen? It again, like you said, neither is true. But if we aren't honoring our boundaries and ourselves first, what good are we to others?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that those people in our lives, like my daughter, would never make me feel guilty. My daughter would never do any of those things that I would feel that she would, right? Never. But that's where I go because I want to be the best at everything I do.
Mm.
Well, you know what? Sometimes being the best is saying no.
Oh, yeah. You
And
know,
that's okay.
I know that you did a 14-day challenge before, and I think you have one coming up too. And I think about like when we're doing these programs, when we're launching things and we're showing up for women, when women are about to make a decision for themselves, their brain goes to, well, what if it doesn't work? And what if I waste my time? And what if I don't get what I want? And what if I don't like the people in the room? And unconsciously.
Yeah.
Because our brain always goes default. Our brain default is what do I have to lose? Our
Mhm.
brain does not go to what do I have to gain instead. We are not wired for that.
No.
We have to interrupt that pattern. And the first time we do it, it's a bit of a challenge, but it gets easier and easier and easier. Like I think about when I did this 14-day challenge for the first time, it was like, oh, all of the negative things. But then I was like, after I did it, I'm like, oh, I released weight. I mean, it's not even a weight loss challenge, but I released weight. I felt great. I felt empowered. It opened up a door to a longer personal development program. It helped me connect with people on a different level. I mean, so many miracles opened up just by me interrupting the pattern of defaulting to what is there to lose instead of what if I just showed up with what is there to gain and lived into that. And the people that showed up too were all on, they're all like, wow. I mean, I can't believe
Yeah.
what opened up in 14 days. But we see all this marketing of this challenge and that challenge, and people just go to the default, oh, another this, another that. I'm like,
Mhm.
if you're seeing it, it's not coincidental.
No. Mm-mm.
You know, people are put on your path to help you, guide you to the next level. And I say that like I didn't plan on saying that, but I just know how powerful your 14-day challenge is to unite women to, help them for once put themselves first. And instead of looking at the things to lose, all of the things that can open up just by saying yes to yourself. It's
Yeah.
not even about the challenge. The thing is not the
No.
thing. It's about interrupting the patterns
Hmm.
that keep us stuck in life by not living life, by not being unstoppable in life. Why do we do that to ourselves?
And that's the question, right? You know, I read this. You can read all the books, you can listen to all the podcasts, you can do, but it all starts with your being. Why don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we step into that? And you on one of our previous 90-day journeys, there you have this meditation. It's like you're stepping into your future self.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can really embody that feeling, like I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. But if you can embody that, like, okay, my future self is this. I'm a leader in helping women, supporting women be the best version of themselves, empowering them to be who they get to be. I am happy. I am full of love for myself and others. If I can see that, then it can be.
Mm.
And by envisioning what I get to become because I choose that, what then how can't you be unstoppable?
Oh, yeah.
You taught me that, and that's going back a few years, but I get that always is in my head. My social media girl Juliana had asked me the one day, she says, why do you think that B is so important for you? Like, you capitalize BE in believe and in being. And I said, because Tina taught me once when I first started with her, because I was in the doing. That's all I was doing because I had to. I had no choice. And you said to me, can I ask you something? And I said, what? Who are you being while you're doing all of this?
Mm.
And it stopped me in my place. That is more important than anything you can ever do,
Mm-hmm.
is to know who you get to be while you're doing it.
And imagine this, Vicki, one insight. And this is the thing about transformation. It doesn't happen over time. It happens
Oh,
in the moment where we see
mhm.
something newly and we take a new action. And
Yes.
the 90-day challenge or a 14-day challenge, you don't need to remember everything. It's sometimes just one insight opens the door. Wait a minute. Who am I being while I'm doing? That was your insight. You know what? My insight one time when I was a teacher and I was sitting at a seminar, and I remember he said, "What you believe, you become."
Hmm.
I never forgot that. What you believe, you become. That opened my door to looking at personal development, looking at what do you mean, what you believe? Like, if I believe I'm already successful, can I become successful? Well, I don't think there's a limit on our desires. We limit our
Hmm.
desires. You know, there is
Yes, we do.
an energy source that we can tap into. Everything's available, everything's abundant. We can
Yeah,
have anything. We limit ourselves. I said to somebody the
we
other
do.
day, I'm like, you know what? I want to be a millionaire so freaking bad. I know that's a song, but so I'm like, I do. I want to be a multimillionaire. And they're like, but why is that important to you? And me saying those words out loud, I would have normally, like, and there's probably people listening right now. Well, don't you think that's selfish? Why do you need that much money? That's what we do to ourselves.
Yeah,
We limit
yeah.
ourselves when there's gazillion dollars in the world available for everybody.
Hmm.
Why do some people say, oh my gosh, like that is so selfish? And some people are like, heck yeah, let's bring it on.
Yeah.
We limit our desires. It's the thing is not the money, it's not the cause, it's the effect. What does that mean to me? What does a multimillionaire mean to me? It means I can give more, I can give
Mhm.
back more. I can do scholarships. I can run retreats. I can pay for people to come to the retreats. I can have experiences in life that I wouldn't be able to have if I didn't have money. It's an energetic exchange, it's a measure of the impact. But why do we load up with it's greedy, it's self? Well, let's go back to the beginning of this podcast episode.
That's right.
If I'm a multi-million dollar a millionaire, and then what? Oh, then I'll be greedy and selfish, and then what? Well, then people won't like me, and then what? Well, what if the opposite were true? What if
That's
it
right.
brings out what's already in there? If you're giving, you give more. If you're an asshole, you are an asshole even more. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And isn't that the way that we get to look at it though?
Yeah.
We don't have to go down that rabbit hole. Again, interrupt that pattern. As soon as that starts to happen, okay, ask yourself, pause for a minute and ask yourself, what is the benefit of me? Why can't I do it all? If that's what I choose to do, why can't I go to the gym and enjoy myself and then go over and help my daughter out afterwards? I can.
Well, isn't that what being unstoppable is? It's
That's
creating
right.
the life you love, creating the life
That's right.
you want to live, and doing it without constraint,
Yeah.
without the shoulds or have tos or the thoughts that come in and say, no, 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 that's too big,
Hmm.
that's too bold,
Yeah.
that's too much, that's who?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
What programming is that? Just like,
That's right.
come on, people, let's just wake
Right?
up.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. And we get to do that. And hopefully, when you're listening to this, you get that feeling inside your belly, just like I have when we're talking about it. Is yeah, freaking right, I can, because you can.
mm.
You can. And that's what we're here to do is support you, lift you up. You can do this. You got it.
Yeah, I mean,
You got it.
I just saw a post before this podcast that said, you can change your life in 14 days or oh, what was it? Sorry. Let me find it because it was really valuable. It was da, da, da,
And
da.
we do get to do that, right? It doesn't take any, but it does take the mindset to be able to even create the thought, to then take the action, to then get your result.
Yeah, this was just such a You've heard it before, I'm sure. Oh, of course I can't find it right now. It's just one of those
I know.
when you need something and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
But Tina, I think too, like anything else that we've spoken about in this podcast, I think that this is our like 32nd episode, which may not seem like a lot to those who maybe have recorded hundreds of them, but we're going to have some guest speakers on with us coming up in the near future as well. And I think the fall is going to be a little bit different. I think we're going to change things up a little bit and have them a little bit, we'll keep them short and sweet, but we'll also keep them packed with information for you and a lot of love. And a
yeah.
lot of love. The fall is coming.
Yes. And I was just trying to find it and I couldn't find it. I'm like, I guess I'm not meant to share it. It's just
That's right. That's right.
trust that it's not meant to be you guys, but we can actually make a change, a significant change, just by having the desire and believing that we're worthy of having it all and being able to look within to say, what is it about what are we saying to ourselves that's limiting what we're actually capable of being and doing in this world, in this life? And if you are listening and you've been following along and there's something that's calling you to like make a change, I highly encourage you to reach out, connect with Vicki, connect with me. Let's have a conversation. Vicki, I know you have your 14-day challenge coming up. I
Yep.
recommend everybody who listens and follows, just hop in. Just hop into the 14-day challenge,
Absolutely. I'd
get
love it.
connected, and see what can open up when you actually choose you above everything
Absolutely.
else,
Yep.
So,
Love it. Thank you, Tina.
yeah. Okay, you guys.
Thank you for bringing me to death.
Hey, I do it every single day of my life, every moment of my life. I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not going there. I'm not going to death today.
Right? Right.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
That's right. I love it.
Oh gosh, you guys are amazing. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you love this. Let us know what you want to hear more of, what you want to hear less of. Maybe my laughing. I don't know. But we're open to
Never.
feedback.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, everyone.
Well, friends, that is the end of our episode today. If you love this episode, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And please share us with your friends and tag us on your socials at The Art of Being Unstoppable. So for today, have yourself a beautiful day and let's be unstoppable together. See you next time.